Hey Sagittarius, what's up? Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Welcome to your June 24 tarot reading. Let's tap into that lovely Sagittarius energy. Get them some clear, helpful, insightful messages for the month of June. Wherever my Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs are at on their spiritual path, let's help them forward. Let's get them some good advice or guidance here. Let's make them aware of some storyline that might be coming in for them. Guys, you know the drill. These are general messages, so please only take what resonates and release the rest. If it's not your story, release it, drop it like it's hot. Assume it's going out to someone else. It might just resonate for you at a later time or date. So be open to that. Here we go. One more good shuffle. Sagittarius, happy Gemini season. That means your seventh house of partnerships is being illuminated with planets moving through there, including Venus, the planet of love. I'm just saying. All right, what's up? What's good for Sagittarius? What's happening? The Queen of Cups. Yeah, you're accepting love offers. It almost feels like you're like, yes, I'm accepting resumes. I feel like someone's reaching out to you and flirting with you. Stroking your ego a little bit, definitely showering you with compliments and attention, but there's almost like a sadness to you. I'm not sure what's going on here. And this might be your partner that you're currently with. It's like they feel your energy. They feel like you're kind of down in the dumps right now. And so they may be going out of their way to, like, I don't know, do something extra nice for you, or, you know, do a little weekend getaway, or take you out to dinner, or, you know, I don't know if they're gifting you something or what. You're receiving a cup here as the queen. I don't know what it is, but yeah, there's things you're just kind of down and out on your luck about. I don't know, maybe you're having issues at work, or issues with your child, or issues with a coworker, especially if you're superior to someone. It feels like you have someone undermining you, or some sort of agitation, possibly at work, not feeling heard, not feeling seen, not feeling appreciated. Maybe, you know, you didn't get that raise you were expecting. You're not feeling at your best. So may I ask a little bit more? Why is this energy coming through here? The Five of Pentacles. Yeah, and I'm sensing that you're feeling left out in the cold. Look at her holding out her little dish. It's a very Oliver Twist. It's like, please, sir, I want some more. What do they want more of? What is Sagittarius wanting here? More communication? I don't know. Two of Swords. More trust? Are people not opening up to you, or being very guarded? People are maybe acting out of character and out of sorts, and I don't know. I don't know if you're removing yourself from the drama, or feeling like you were sort of engulfed in it anyway. Excuse me. Hold on. I gotta look at this. It's like you're not getting what you need because someone is refusing to see you or acknowledge you. This is probably going on at work, but it may also have to do with a romantic prospect. Some of you may have eyes for a Cancer with the moon there. It's like being very stuck and maybe obsessive. Or maybe I'll say a water sign. I don't know. For some of you, that's coming through. I don't know if you're dealing with a water sign who is closed off to you. I don't know if that's the thing, though. But what's interesting is, like, you seem to be being wined and dined by someone else. So even if you're not with them, someone else is expressing interest in you, possibly an earth sign, a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And you're very much like, yeah, thanks. Like you're not having it. You're just not jiving with that energy right now. And so I don't know if you're kind of at this crossroads between wanting to move on in a different romantic relationship, but feeling stuck because you're still kind of sort of with someone. Or if you just have eyes for someone, but they're not available, or they didn't accept your offer to go out, or whatever it is. And so you're sort of grieving or trying to come to terms with that uncomfortable truth. But in the meantime, you have someone else trying to flirt with you, and you're not in the mood to be excited or accept a new relationship because you're still grieving from another. There is sort of like, I don't know if it's third party in the sense of like things going on all at once, but do you know what I mean? Like there's a couple different players showing up here. Like there's different characters in this storyline. So what do I need to ask here with the Queen of Cups? Well, what is being offered to her, essentially? What is being offered to the Queen of Cups here? A chance to be liberated from something. but there's fear to leave something that is known and familiar. So yeah, some of you, I keep getting this message for you. I've gotten this message like at least the last 2 times. Some of you, you're at a crossroads of whether you want to keep dating this person or whether you want to keep living with them or being with them, or if you're taking something to the next step. There's something that could be very nourishing and satisfying about a new opportunity coming your way, and maybe this is career related. But it would require you to step outside your comfort zone, or it would require you to speak some sort of ultimate truth that may put you or another person in an uncomfortable position. It might be sort of making your intentions known, and maybe you've been disguising those or not being completely truthful or open or vulnerable about the feelings involved here. Maybe there's a lack of feeling, or there's a lack of, I'm wanting to say like empathy, or I'm not sure. You might be hearing from an ex that put you in a very difficult spot or situation. And so the idea of opening that door back up to someone who hurt you in the past, you might be very averse to doing that. And even just the memory of it might be kind of taking you back. And the emotional memory with the Queen of Cups is very important there. So yeah, there could be sort of a do I or don't I, or the temptation to sort of get involved with something that didn't serve you in the past. And sort of the curiosity of like, what would happen if I were to open that door? Would they close off their energy to me again? Would I be left like begging for their attention? Like, it's interesting. There's sort of like a role reversal here. I don't know. What is this Seven of Pentacles lady contemplating here? This does feel like someone who is interested in you, Sagittarius. There's someone on the sidelines. And again, you can choose to view it through the lens of like a career opportunity or a work opportunity, but this feels like someone who looks up to you. So I don't know if you have more power or more authority or more money or more, there's some sort of like status, like they view you as above them in some capacity. And so I don't know if they're nervous to approach you. I think they're a little bit intimidated. I think they think you're beautiful. I think they're transfixed on you. They can't take their eye off of you, but they're feeling like they're not good enough, or that you're going to reject them, or and yet though, I think they are going to roll the dice and sort of take a risk in asking you out, or propositioning you in some way about, again, a job or whatever. This has almost this is so unusual. In metaphor, it's almost like this person leaves a note, but they're able to watch you open the envelope and read what they've written to you. It's almost like voyeurism, but not really. It's like they're watching you from afar, but you don't know that they're watching. Maybe that has to do with, I know this is an online social media type metaphor thing, but it's like this person has been watching you and maybe making some sort of plan to try and come in. Or maybe they already have, and now they're sitting back waiting to see if you're going to respond to their text or to their message, or, maybe they emailed you. I think they're anxiously awaiting your response, or anxiously awaiting that moment where they actually open up and reveal feelings, or that they want to be involved with you. Yeah, there's a lot of hidden feelings, and especially for same-sex couples who are interested in women, that's actually coming through really strong in this reading. So it won't be everyone's reading, right, guys? There might be strong Pisces, or again, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces is coming through really strong this week. A lot of water signs, right? Holding on to a lot of feelings for you. Yeah, I don't know why you're coming through as Queen of Cups. So maybe some of you are cuspy with Scorpio energy here, but you're feeling trapped. I'm wanting to say you're feeling trapped in a relationship, or again, in a job that has run its course, but you don't want to up and leave because what would you do for money, right? Maybe that's why that Five of Pentacles, it's like weighing out the consequence of your decision, or weighing out the consequences of your action in terms of if you want to, maybe you're wanting to pursue something job-wise that's a little bit more intuitive or spiritual or creative, something that it maybe doesn't have the stability of what you have now, but what you have now isn't making you happy. So whether this is romantic or a job, it does kind of have that energy of, I would really be taking a risk if I were to choose to pursue this or revisit it. And do I want to lose my status, my title, my paycheck, my husband, my wife, by exiting out whatever this is to pursue something else? And I think you're also trying to be cautious and gingerly about people's feelings. But at some point too, I sort of think that you do kind of need to show your card of hands, and especially if you have someone in your life now who thinks you guys are in a happy partnership and you're not, it's almost like you kind of have to rip off the Band-Aid and confront this person with the truth. Because here's the thing, whoever you're dealing with here who's trying to make you happy, like they're sensing that you're distant and that you're just kind of, again, down and out or down on your luck, they know that you're retreating or withdrawing or pulling back. They're very psychic, or they're very in tune. Like, you're not as mysterious as you think. Like, this person knows that something is changing. So it's almost like we just kind of need to address the elephant in the room. Although I don't know if it's an elephant in the room, but it feels very much like a conversation might be overdue. And it's a conversation that I think one or both of you is afraid to have. For some of you, though, I'm almost getting this idea of like an amicable divorce or a peaceful outcome where both people actually acknowledge that you guys are both having the same problem. You're both feeling the same thing. You're both like, I did have a lot of love for you, and now that we've been together, you know, things have changed and work is pulling you in this direction and I'm being pulled here, and or whatever, differences of future plans. You know, you want to have children, I don't, you know, there's something where you both actually, for a lot of you, if this is someone you still have some love for and respect, but you don't necessarily want to be in a long-term partnership with them, like a committed partnership, you may actually come to find that you, by sharing those uncomfortable feelings and truths and putting yourself in a vulnerable position and not wanting to hurt or reject anyone, the outcome may actually be much easier than you're anticipating. It's almost like you can finally exhale. You know, these swords you've been holding up, they're quite heavy, right? It's been guarding your heart because you didn't want to let it show what you were actually feeling or thinking. Here, it's like we kind of have to address what isn't going right, and we have the opportunity to either show up and communicate better and fix it, or to understand that, again, maybe we're being pulled in opposite directions and that this is where we fork off and the path splits off, and maybe that's okay. And maybe it's going to take it's going to take time to get comfortable with that idea. But again, I want to encourage you that there is something kind of waiting in the wings here for you. I would always encourage you to be a stand-up person and end something officially before you start tampering or getting involved with other things, other people, if you get my drift, right? I mean, just out of mutual respect and, you know, do unto others, treat people the way you want to be treated. Some of you, it might be a little late in the game because there is kind of a message here of sort of some clandestine secrets. Again, like, no offense, Sag, but like, you're not as slick as you think. So like, if you think like, oh, my partner has no idea that I have that affair and this and that, like, no, like they kind of know, or they've been suspicious of it. I don't see this ending in a complete blowout though, which is kind of surprising, or maybe it is to some of you, because I'm sort of sensing that you're like, there's no going back. Like, if I say this thing, this person will abandon me or never forgive me. Or again, something about it would put your reputation or status in a prickly position. And I don't know if that's necessarily true. With the moon, there's a lot of confusion and fog surrounding this. Yet there is something about not wanting to lose this person's respect. It's very interesting. It's like not wanting to lose this person's respect, even though you don't really want to be with them anymore, or not wanting to work with them anymore. I don't know if it's ego-based or what that is, or that you just don't want to let another person down. Maybe you have a history of burning bridges, or do you know, like, there might be some more psychological impacts of why you're reacting the way you are. I don't know, the Emperor can sometimes have control issues, but I don't know why I'm almost wanting to say maybe part of this is out of your control, because maybe you're trying to control someone's perception of you, when really all you have to do is show up and be you, and people are going to decide how they feel about you, whether you like it or not. You know, whether you're influencing them in the way that you hope that you are. You know, everyone has their own opinion, and you know, rightfully so, right? It almost feels like you're trying to sway the crowd in order to get them to weigh things in your favor, even though it's not even like the crowd that you want to entertain anymore, or you know what I mean? It's not the person or situation you want to work with or be involved with, but you're afraid to leave it, or you're afraid to tarnish your reputation. I don't know if this makes sense, but I do think, I don't know if this is an ex who's coming back into your life or this is someone new. There is something going on with a coworker too who has eyes for you. It could be someone who is, even if you are interested in the opposite gender of yourself, there could be someone who is your gender who is kind of making the moves on you a little bit and you don't really know what to do about it. You may end up just being friends with that person if not pursuing something. And maybe that's what this is too, like the idea of pursuing something different in regards to your romantic life or your sexuality. There is something about maybe do you understand, like going in a different direction? You get what I mean. Two of Cups. The universe is like, yeah, this is romantic. Stop pretending it's not. You guys there's a psychic attunement. There's a psychic connection with someone going on with you right now. And I think you sense it. I know you do because there's something coming up here with the Queen of Cups and you being very immersed and involved in your emotions. There's a need to come up for air and, ground yourself in reality, right? Get all the elements going. We actually don't have a lot of fire here, which is very interesting, aside from maybe this emperor energy. But that's, again, almost coming through in like an egotistical way. There's something about like the illusion or the emotions, the psychic stuff, the Pisces, like creative spirituality stuff. Like, I'm not sure if that's negative or positive or a little bit of both. I do think there's undeniable feelings here, but I also think there's a skewed perception of the truth, or again, a hidden truth that might be revealed. And that did actually come out in Scorpio's reading as well. So maybe there's something in that for you. I do think it has to do with having a very truthful conversation with your current partner, or sort of this liberation of a truth that either comes to or from you about hidden feelings for someone. Heavy on the Pisces energy. And maybe that's you. Maybe you have a Pisces moon or, I don't know, Pisces rising, something like that. All right. Can we get an oracle card for Sagittarius, please? What would be something helpful for them to hear, either in regards to this message? A Leo may be coming into your life, a new Leo that you don't know or you've never met. They could be very impactful, profound, a mentor for you, someone who shares the light with you or boosts or supports your career, endorses you, something about a Leo that shines light on you, offers their warmth, their condolence, I just heard. Interesting. All right, for Sagittarius, I love when you guys get rainbow cards. You always get rainbow cards. I love it. I associate them with Sagittarius now. Benevolent Guide. Interesting. I wonder if that will be your Leo. Let's see. Maybe that's someone's name. All right, let's see. In the L's. Let's test in my Roman numerals. All right, we got it. Let's see. Inner voice, guide, and ally. Oh, how easy it is to doubt the presence of the spiritus rector. I don't know what that means. The alchemist, falling into a moment of forgetfulness, feels alone in the laboratory and begins to doubt their work. Disarray and discontent follow. Who do I listen to? Where do I turn for guidance? All the while, the benevolent guide hovers close, waiting to be acknowledged, waiting to be heard amidst the noise of the world. It whispers words of kindness and encouragement into the ears of the alchemist. When this card appears, it asks us to recall the guidance we have received at important junctures in our life. That benevolent presence is constant and not conditional. Now is not the time for struggle or fear. Soften into the gentle humming of the wise bee. You cannot make a wrong choice when the spiritus rector is near. All right, y'all, that's what I got for you. That made me think of the lines, whisper words of wisdom, let it be. That obviously the Beatles song, right? I don't know, that something about that might be more meaningful to some of you than others. Thanks for joining me today, Sag. Please like the video. That really does help me, guys. It helps my my YouTube channel here gain some traction on YouTube, which is just, ooh, it's a beast. It's a beast. But I love doing this. I'm going to keep showing up here. But yeah, if you can subscribe to the channel, that would be great. If you want to share it with friends, and word of mouth is huge for me. So tell your friends if you like my styles of reading. Book a personal reading. That's a great way to support the channel. And smash the thanks icon if you want to leave a tip or donation. Always welcoming that. Other than that, thank you for joining me. I will see you soon for more tarot. Bye, Sagittarius.